Now for episode 2 of Full House. My review on it. Be a little bit shorter. Mainly because this episode was very, very similar to the original airing or the original pilot, where Danny goes to work and DJ and Stephanie get in trouble. So, a little quick synopsis of the show. Stephanie and DJ test their limits with Uncle Jesse and his reputation as the cool uncle. What happens on the episode is, while Danny is at work, Joey has a set at the Laugh Factory, and Jesse has band practice. And by very, very sneaky means, Joey wins out and gets to do his set at the Laugh Factory. So, Uncle Jesse, well, the first thing is that DJ and Stephanie decide that Uncle Jesse is a pushover, and that he wants to be their cool uncle so much that he'll do just about anything. So, he, not knowing the rules of the family, DJ and Stephanie decide to convince him to let them have chocolate milk, ice cream, and cookies. Well, he says eventually, alright, I'll let you have the chocolate milk and ice cream, but no cookies. Very funny line. And after the cookies and ice cream, DJ and Stephanie are awake and very, very jittery. So, Jesse decides to hold band practice in the living room, which is a very stupid idea, by the way. So, DJ and Stephanie go down and watch the band practice, and they also order a pizza, which is very, very comical, because the pizza's like $11. How did DJ get $11? I don't know. They never really explain it. Maybe she took it from Danny's room. Who really knows? And also, DJ makes friends with one of the band members who has purple hair. And in the next scene, DJ and Stephanie have purple hair. It's very, very funny. And then Joey walks in and starts a conga line. So, imagine the craziest house party and then times it by 1,000,000,000. And while the house party's going on, guess who walks in? None other than Danny Dan Tanner. He walks in and immediately suspects Jesse and Joey. Joey says, in honor of Joey, or on behalf of Joey, I wasn't here. And he said, yes, I may have been conga-ing when you came in, but I don't usually conga. And then they look at Joey and he says, hi, I'm Joey and I'm a conga-holic. It's a very, very, very funny line. And I totally think that Joey had the best lines on tonight's episode. On a side plot, Michelle is getting one of her first teeth. So, they try many ways to soothe her and tease her. So they decide to try a teething ring. It works for 10 seconds and then Michelle throws it back up into the sky. And eventually, the only thing that they discover that works is her sucking on Uncle Jesse's thumb. So, Uncle Jesse is attached to the baby. It's pretty funny. And then DJ and Stephanie eventually realize that they have to stick up for Uncle Jesse and say that it was all their fault. Especially after Danny finds a chocolate ice cream carton as well as chocolate milk carton hidden under their table. So DJ and Stephanie learn a lesson about not lying, and they all decide that they need to work harder to take care of DJ, Stephanie, and Michelle. And on the very last line of the show, it's pretty funny. They're singing Lullaby and Goodnight to Michelle, and Danny forgets the words, and Joey yells out, Conga! And then they all go, dum 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 dum, dum 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 dum. And it is also revealed on this episode that Joey never had brothers or sisters, so he had to make them up. And it's very interesting to find out, and maybe interesting going into the psyche of Joey and him being an only kid and why he still acts like a kid sometimes. So that is episode 2, and I will be back with episode 3 in about a half hour.